Good morning. Return to the Courtyard Marriott, JFK, the 14th floor, and we are on the amazing 5x12 matrix and its application. And yours truly, Dolphy Gilpin, has discovered this amazing matrix. Notice I'm using the word discovery, and it has resulted in inventories upon inventories. Because nothing is really new under the sun. It has been there implicitly. I brought it out more explicitly, developed up, and did a lot of work on it. I've been considering this thing from about 1984 in Dr. Schilling's laboratory at City College. And there was no need really to have done something like this, as I was economically well off at that time. You know, I was working in the engineering field. I was having an handsome salary. And so at that time, there was no really economic need to generate this thing. The need comes up after 1989, when I noticed that the economy went down. Lost my job then, my engineering job. And since then, it has been a downward spiral until the US went down. Real estate and money-wise, we have not had that full recovery as yet. To the present time, relative that was living in a luxurious apartment in Fort Lee and having a electronic laboratory in New York, and presently I have nothing. So we have not really recovered. Others have recovered, but for me, there's no recovery. Presently, I'm doing a shared room. Not even a room for myself, but a shared room. So this is to show that America has much to do. And so I'm putting out this amazing discovery, and I'm also trying to simultaneously make some proceed go towards even some more economically less deprived than myself. I'm economically deprived at the moment. The people who, that is in dire need for health and medicine and food. So I have dedicated this lecture here to UNICEF, to the people over there in LaGuardia, which is no longer there, who made accommodation for the homeless. I did a lecture also at the LaGuardia Courtyard Marriott. But yeah, and we're said now we are generated 2 to the 4 equals 16 3x3 paired matrix. And I'm going to leave off LDD. I'm going to choose one more and generate some more 10x2s. I say, let's take the LBB one here. And so we say LBB. And since we're going to directly go into the economic configuration, and say LBB 44 into 200768, 200768, LBB 44, 0790 48, 0790 48, and 630042. 630042. So this is one more, and I'm using this one, and I'm going to do some more 10x2s here now. And notice that this is B2. So let's do it now. LB 44 20 90 42 B. LB 44 20 48 00 B. LB 44 20 00 48 B. And LB 44 20 42 90 B. This will be some 10x2s. Some $sign here. So we have now LB, 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 44, 44. 44 is called the operator. So we are operating by LB44. So operating the LB44, we move on to LB4407. And 07, we left with now 0742, B, 6800B, 0068B, and 4207B. 10 to the 2. 10 to the 2, 10 to the 2, and 10 to the 2. LB, 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 44, operating with LB44, LB44 63, and we're left with now 0748, B, 6890B, 9068B, and 4807B. Still operating the LB44, LB44 operating, LB44 operator, LB44 operator, LB44 operator. We come in now, we just did 63, move over to 00. And we're left with now 2048, B, 6807, 0768B, and 4820. B. That's still 20 to the 2, 10 to the 2, 10 to the 2 USD, 10 to the 2, 10 to the 2, 10 to the 2, 10 to the 2, and 10 to the 2. All right, we move on now to LB48, operating with LB44, LB4490. LB4490, 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 LB4490. And as we operate the LB4490, we have now 2042, D, 6863D, 6368D, and 4220D. LB, still operating with LB44 until the process is exhausted. And now we have did 90, now it's 07. We have 0742, 4863, operating with LB44 68. We have now 0700, 9063, come down, operating with LB44, 0768, 48, operating with LB44, 48 now. Operating LB44, 48, we have now 2000, D, 0763D, 6307D, and 0020D. And last of all now, to exhaust this process here, you do this, we have LB44, 42, we are left with now 2090, oh seven. We have now LB 44, 44, 42 to finish off the process now. We left it now 90, 20, and 07, 07 would make it a redundancy. So we said no, 07, 70 by experience. So as not to get a redundant, repeated numeric here about 07, 07, 07, 07. So we have 07, 70 by experience. So that's. Now we could have also done an easier thing by doing the AP generation continuously, and I've done a lot of AP generation to which even the babe can take part in that process. So in AP generation, for example, after this one, you have 44, 42, 07, 07, 42, 42, 07, 08, 44, 42, 07, 09, with a common difference of 1. That is the AP generation, and you could have a frictionless amount of that AP generation, for which very taught, kindergarten taught can take part in that process. Okay, so you will be generating some 10 by 2s as well. 10 by 2s. Well, we'll take a break and then we're going to generate some by the AP process. In other words, we're going to continue from here and generate some APs so that we could have even the little toddler taking part in this PDM process.